Mr. Bhasin, let me get your thoughts as well in a thumping buy now on Zee.
Well, as a disclosure, we own Zee. It's one of our top holding. We had the conviction to stay put, and we knew sooner rather than the later this whole episode of the Goenkas will get through. Aisha, I'll just give you a brief. Walt Disney trades at a market cap of $200 billion. How could you have Zee at 17,000? Arguably the largest player. And by the way, you people are going to thrive your way, laugh your way over the next few years, because media is the be all end all, whether it's journalism on the business side, but look at the type of plethora of portfolio they have. And just give it a rating that Sony now has not invested for 2 years. And India is their biggest market. Japan has plateaued. Just the sheer size of everyone watching movies and the sports channel, I think this is a blockbuster. 400 rupees by next Diwali is very much on the card, maybe earlier.
Okay, so that's the take coming in. 400 on the cards for Zee Entertainment. We got you a roundup from the lawyers, the reporter on the ground, what the research analysts are making, what the market men are making of this move. And the consensus seems to be that all decks are now cleared. That Bollywood movie that we have been seeing had tears, had a lot of revelations and twists and turns, but by the end of it, action as well. But by the end of it, it is a happy ending, at least for now. I don't know if there's going to be another sequel of it or not, but for now, it's the happy ending that Zee Entertainment is getting. That so-called marriage with Sony is finalized and that merger is going to go through, and that's the big news that we are tracking at this point of time. The stock high by 10%. To all our guests for joining us with the take on that, thank you so much for joining us, right from Sanjay, Janesh, HP Ranina, as well as Mr. Mevin. Thank you so much for that. But with that, taking a short breather on the show, don't go anywhere apart from Zee Entertainment as well. There's lots to track in the market.
Well, the marriage has got its blessings finally from the NCLT, and the Zee-Sony merger is on the cards. It's been given a green signal. A big move on Zee, 10% higher, locked in circuit, 266 is where the stock is. And maybe, given the kind of big overhang this was, for the many consecutive days, the stock is going to be locked in circuit, for all you know. But let's talk about the rest of the market, because the rest of the market, the sentiment was a little soured after the ICRR announcement came by from the governor, although he did clarify that this is only a temporary implementation, and September 8th it's going to be revised. But no, the market mood hasn't quite changed. Having said that, the big moves are only outside the index. So look at an MFSL that's surged up 10% as we speak right now. If we can just fire that intraday graph for you. This trend, big mover yesterday when the numbers came out, continues to hold higher, another 6.5% move. The stock is now standing at 1900 plus levels. India Cement has been on a tear from the word go today, 5% move coming in there as well. Canfin Homes, almost a 3% move there. Manappuram, almost a 3% move there as well. And I can really go on with the list of movers from within the broader end of the market. So let's quickly welcome on board our chartists as well and get in a quick commentary from them. Manoj, hi, afternoon. What are you making of this move of the market? Consolidation on Monday. Yesterday saw a late stage recovery, made it back to 19,600. And today the policy, I guess, played a spoiler.
Yeah, good afternoon. Now, I guess this August series, the entire equation is simple. What we had in July, we have seen an incremental 27 lakhs of position in the Nifty futures. So we started the August series with a good 1.1 odd crores, and then I guess this has been the fourth or fifth time that Nifty has resisted the 19,650, and this time the 19,600 call writer seems to be very serious because it has tried to breach it thrice, but again the selling has been very linear and at least a good 80-90 odd points. So now I understand that a simple way to look into this Nifty would be that till the time we get a closing above 19,650, only then the bias would turn, and then we can expect the Nifty to go back to a 20,000 odd. Else it again enters into a consolidation zone where on the downside we believe that 19,300 to 350 might be a support. Now because today's expiry, I guess even today intraday if you see we are almost at 19,500 odd, and that 19,480 seems to be a support. So an intraday bounce of 30 to 50 odd points can be roped in, but the positional view is we need to close above 19,650, else we might be seeing some profit booking. But 250, 300 points on the index is very much possible.
Okay, point taken. That's the view coming in as far as index is concerned. But look at Z, the 10% sort of circuit has opened for the time being, and it's now in 15%. The move is coming in 280, and I'm sure it's not stopping here. There's going to be a bit of a runaway rally because it was really a binary moment of sorts for the stock. The reason why the institutional, guys, etc., were not getting into the counter was the fact that we had seen that this overhang play out, but now it seems that it's out of the woods. Nooresh, your view on Zee Entertainment as well as the whole market?
So, Zee, this is the third time we've seen such a gap up, or rather the fourth time. It was first in September 21. So, if we go to the previous gap up where we saw and the stock used to sustain was 290 odd levels. So 290 was the high in 2022. So that should be a price point 290 to 300 where it should see a pause, and that should be the upper end maximum target. So I would be of a view that we are getting closer to it. We are almost at 278. So not much upside left from here on as a trade. So for now, look at booking profits in that 290, 300 mark. Overall, on the markets, the same view, 19,300 to 400 is the lower end of the range. 19,650 to 19,700 is clearly becoming the upper end of the range. It's only when we go beyond this, a trending move comes on the index. In this period, time to be more defensive and look stock specific and look at new possible trades coming in. So we are seeing oil and gas as a sector, which looks very interesting given the move in crude, which is back above $85.
Before we let you go, I just want to talk about where the rally is consistent, and I guess it's not going to stall anytime soon, the broader end of the market, right? That's where the lively action is. Any stocks you think our viewers could buy right now?
Well, you put it correctly. You're missing the woods for the trees. If you think of a 300 point on the index, that's hardly it is pitfall.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't move 300 points, so what's the... Look at the stocks. Look at mid-cap pharma. Look at mid-cap IT. They refuse to give up. GMR is at all-time highs. So is Trent and so is IEX.
Yeah.
So where is the... Look at stocks like now. If I want to say some names, it's going to be Lupin. It's going to be Maruti. Look. Maruti will sell 35 lakh cars this year and they used to sell 17, 18 lakh. That's the order book. Third is a stock called Apollo Hospital. Tomorrow numbers are going to be out. If I saw Indraprastha Hospital or KIMS, numbers are going to be the best in the last 3 quarters combined. Fourthly, look at a stock like Devyani. Replace Jubilant with Devyani. Devyani's portfolio is doing extremely well, and that one-off for Nigeria is just a provisioning. And last but not least, I think the fintechs, which I've been saying, Paytm, Zomato and PB Fintech, they may have gone from 50 to 100, but they fell from 150 to 100. So if you are looking for 200 in the next 2 years or the next year, these are the stocks to put your money where your mouth is. I am very, very constructive on the fintech and the digital basket, and I think these three fit the bill perfectly to do a SIP. But in large caps, I think this is a brilliant opportunity for Maruti, Lupin, Apollo Hospital, and last but not least, Gujarat Gas. The largest city gas distribution, and gas prices globally have fallen. Their margins will only rise and volumes will pick up. At 458, 460, I think this stock is headed to 550.
Okay, so those are the gems for you, right? From a GMR to a Lupin to a Maruti, Apollo Hospital and whatnot, Gujarat Gas, etc. as well. All of these counters is something that you can buy to make that multi-bagger idea. Thank you, Mr. Bhasin, for joining us in the studio and talking to us about your top bets. But on that note, let's slip into a very short break. We haven't done that in a while, so let's slip into a very short break. When we come back, we'll track the last 30 minutes of trading action. And remember, it's the weekly options expiry, so we'll watch out what happens with respect to that as well. Welcome back. Well, Zee Entertainment might be locked in 15% circuit for now, but the market continues to be in a bit of a sour mood. It's still down 0.5%. Yes, we're off the lowest point of the trading session, but not that we've managed to cross that 19,550 mark at all. Manoj, what's your sense regarding Bank Nifty? Because that one has been the key underperformer. While, of course, the index has been down, it's Bank Nifty which is down, almost 2% this month so far.
Yeah, see the equation with the bank Nifty, if you remember, it was, I guess, April last year when we had the HDFC event, and there was a positional open interest into the contract of almost 35 odd lakhs. And then in December, we saw that unwinding. Now, there is a pair trade or a correlation that goes in between the Nifty and Bank Nifty, which is currently at almost 2.29. So, the Bank Nifty is almost 2.29 times of what the Nifty is. So, what we believe that this has got a good support at 2.26. and the resistance would be somewhere close to 2.38. So simply saying that we believe that Bank Nifty has a very good support at 44,200 to 350, and there is a possibility we might extend it again back to 46,200 odd. So as of now, we believe that the underperformance which was happening, which might not really cease from here, and there is a possibility of a bounce back. Intraday specifically, now we have just 30 minutes because this is an expiry day. Even on the Nifty, if you see 19,500 strike, the put base is quite strong and a good 80 points above. We have a good call rating at 19,600. So buy a 19,500 call option, you get it for 20 to 30 or rupees. The stop loss should be 5, and a good ambitious target of 65 to 70 is possible in that.
Good to have you on the show. We'll let you go on that note.